Tennessee? Yeah. Tennessee? No.
We are gonna vlog our vacation. That's right, I'm gonna vlog it. Yes, I want to create memories on my channel, but also there is a purpose behind this. So we are going to Williamsburg, the historical triangle. I'm gonna talk and walk you through a little bit about that. So I'm gonna talk about that, but I'm also mainly gonna talk about homeschooling and field tripping slash vacation, what it is, what it isn't, the stereotypes, the non-stereotype. We're gonna talk about it. It's chit chat without the coffee, right? I mean, I have tea. We could do tea or a bottle of water. We could do a bottle of water. Chit chat time. So grab your bottle of water, and this is my homeschool field trip vacation vlog.
I'd run 1,000 miles if I could run with you.
Now we are in Virginia in the fall. You know, fall, y'all. Okay, so seriously, I am from the state of Florida, second generation, and we don't have this season called fall. I mean, okay, sure, things like fall, like acorns or dead leaves, but we don't get these colors like the yellow, orange, red. And I'm gonna just be straight up honest with you guys. I have actually never been up north during the fall. So this is all new to me, these colors. Now I'm just gonna say right now, this is homeschooling science. Yeah, science. I've never seen these leaves before. It's kind of cool. I might bring some home. Who knows? Make a leaf man, but they would probably they would die. They would die probably. So we're at the resort in Williamsburg. Very excited, and we always get like, look at this view. It's pretty big, and you got colonial paintings everywhere. But now we're gonna go play ping pong. We had dinner, ping pong time.
You only get so many trips around the sun.
They have all these really cool games set up out here, including the ping pong table, which I don't think we're gonna get to ping pong now. On the first day, we went to Yorktown, Virginia. This is where they had the American Revolutionary War Museum, which took about half a day, a little more than half a day. And then we did the self-driving tour of the Yorktown battlefield.
No.
All right, wait,
no.
who is this?
George Washington.
How do you know it's George Washington?
It says it right here. Also, he has the preamble on this piece of paper.
Oh, cool.
We, the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice and tranquility. I want to go inside.
I am so excited that you can read upside down.
I can't read upside down.
You totally
I just have
did.
it memorized.
Oh, okay.
We, the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice and tranquility.
But let's talk homeschooling field trips. And by definition, according to letshomeschool.com, it's an educational experience that takes place somewhere other than your home. So this could be the grocery store, a park, museum. It could be Williamsburg, Virginia, for crying out loud. A homeschool field trip does not have to be an expensive trip, though. If you wish, it could be something like the zoo or a shopping mall. It could be Christmas, Black Friday shopping. You know, as long as you're teaching your kids how to, you know, take care of their money, bargain, you know, share their money and buy other people gifts. Now, on the contrary, would I personally take my kids to Williamsburg, Virginia if we did not homeschool? In other words, did I plan this trip specifically because we homeschool? Well, I'm gonna be honest, of course I would, because I am nerdy like that. I see that. Did you see Naomi's shadow? As you can see, the American Revolution Museum was both inside and out, with historians and museum guides dressed in period clothing telling us about the history. It was just awesome. It also accommodated all of my multi-age, multi-ability kids, even my youngest daughter. No! But then again, she just likes to explore stuff. But to sum it all up, this place was kind of like a brain overload, which is awesome. So much good quality information. Now, the Yorktown battlefield had a small museum inside, but most of it was just the battlefield driving tour, which you did on your own with a little, brochure. Now, you could get out at each of the stops, and if you were my kid, you would have just reenacted the war. Well, that's what they did. They reenacted the war.
Bus is going to Colonial Williamsburg's historic area, the restored capital of 18th century Virginia.
The next day, we went to Colonial Williamsburg, and it's in the very heart of Williamsburg. It's even attached to the downtown Williamsburg. Easily go back and forth between Colonial Williamsburg and downtown. In fact, we did that, but I'm going to say this very clearly. You do need more than one day here. We took 2, and realistically, seriously, I'm planning to go back. There is so much information and so much knowledge. These people that dress up, they're probably the smartest people I ever met when it comes to knowing history and colonial stuff. I'm also addicted to their YouTube channel. I'm going to stick a link down below, but it just in depth. I mean, you could totally nerd out on this kind of stuff. They even have webinars that you can go and have your kids listen and ask questions. Anyway, it's just an awesome place. It's like Disneyland during colonial times. Colonial Disneyland.
Now, that's called a header. Okay, so that's a new word. So take your pointer and put it on the gray. Find the gray header.
First of all, this lady that you see right now, she is amazing and awesome. She was so accommodating, and I wouldn't be surprised if she was a former teacher, especially since she was familiar with some of the terms and ways that you respond to a child that has Down syndrome. And I'm going to talk a little bit about traveling with, multi-age, multi-interested kids. Of course, this can be challenging to entertain them, but also traveling with a child that has special needs. Now, thankfully for Naomi, medical issues are not much of an issue, and I know a lot of kiddos do have medical needs, and traveling with them can pose a lot of extra challenging. That is not our situation, but we do have to deal a lot with some behavioral issues. Things like, she has to stay with us, not wander away. Naomi, come on, sweetie. Being quiet when it's appropriate, not yelling, not responding. Now, she's going to respond to her emotions. If she's scared, she's scared. If she's happy, that's great. We love happiness. But sometimes when she's angry or upset, she's going to show those. She's also oversensitive to things, highly sensitive, stimulated to loud noises. She may over fatigue. So knowing all of this, when you travel with a kid that has special needs, you got to have a backup plan. Knowing that if this happens, we're gonna do this, and not getting upset when you don't get to sit down and go and listen to someone talk, when you have to leave a certain area because your child is being disruptive. You gotta kind of know that's probably gonna happen, and if it doesn't happen, be blessed. It's kind of like expecting the best and preparing for the worst. Now, I know by law, a lot of these places have to accommodate for kids that have special needs, for people with disabilities, and I think that's wonderful. But whenever I go traveling, I expect that they're not going to accommodate. Why? Well, because when they do accommodate, I'm extra happy and extra thankful. And one thing that people love is to know that you're thankful for what they did for you. I am sincerely thankful. Now, me and my husband have to tag team through all of this. I could not do this on my own. And I don't know, we've kind of worked it out where we both just kind of share Naomi back and forth and share the kids back and forth because, even though they don't have a special need, they're still, they still have some times where they need a little bit of extra understanding. Who are you talking to?
That's Lafayette. When I do this.
Oh, they are big fans.
Yes, they've had wonderful questions and comments, and I had met them earlier after my address to the local populace. So I am so pleased to hear the inspiration of history upon their young minds. And I was wounded. I thought I was going to be killed in my first engagement. Not a good beginning.
Did your boot actually overflow?
It really did.
It's the Capitol building! You want to know what's behind that? It's the... Wow, that's farther than it is. Wait, zoom in. Zoom in. Show them the Lincoln Memorial in the back. You see that white thing in the back? That's the Lincoln Memorial. And then the Ulysses S. Grant Memorial, who we're related to.
All right, let's go back to the van.
Okay, bye.
Walk down the steps. They're slippery. I said walk. Oh my gosh, guys, walk. Oh my gosh. Washington, D.C. was only a 2-ish hour drive away, so we really we had to go. We had to go. So we did the normal thing, you know, walk the streets, and we drove, got out because it was raining. Don't knock. Don't. He said not to knock.
He said don't knock hard.
Oh, don't knock hard. We also visited the National Archives to see the real original Constitution and Declaration and Bill of Rights. That's pretty cool. And we went to the Smithsonian Museum of American History. The next day we visited Jamestowne, and honestly, I kind of wish we did this trip first, just in order to keep it in chronological order. Jamestowne has 2 main locations. We first visited the Jamestowne settlement. This was very, very similar to the American Revolution Museum over at Yorktown, where it was indoor and outdoor. So outside they had Native American village. Yeah. So enjoy it, take it all in. A 1610 fort and 3 recreated 1607 ships that we could go ahead and just explore.
That was like a balcony.
You gonna take a nap?
You trying to get up there, Naomi? You want help? No. Oh. Go. You want me to sleep there? Where's the poop? Oh, it's made of hay. Where's the poop, Dad?
Next, we hopped over to historic Jamestowne. This had a ton of archaeological finds. They recreated the original fort. Kind of felt like I was back in Disney's Pocahontas film, like I was in that, but I mean, you know, without the made-up stories, right? I'm sure some of the Disney artists came and visited this place when they were needing some inspiration, so, you know, that's probably why I felt that way. Now, they had a real live archaeological dig, and my boys had so many questions. They were actually trying to figure out how to help him fix the problem of erosion. It was pretty fun. There was so much to learn here in Virginia. Sometimes I find myself a little envious of those homeschool families that, you know, travel school. You know what I'm talking about, right? The RV schooling, sailing, you know, the on-the-go learning, where that's kind of all they're doing, learning the languages, so to speak. To me, this lifestyle is absolutely beautiful. But for those of us who can't do this, we can still take advantage of our flexibility, visit places during off-season, take our time, ask questions, whether it's local or distant. School doesn't have to be inside your home. And yes, the pandemic has made it very, very difficult for us across the board. But thankfully, there are accommodations, precautions have been taken, and we can still access many of these treasures, even in Washington, D.C. Thank you guys so much for watching our vacation vlog. I'm going to leave some extras at the end of my little spiel right here. But if you have not subscribed to our channel, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to do some more like history type stuff because this was a very inspirational trip, as well as my daughter who has Down syndrome sharing with you our journey. Also, our journey as a homeschool family. That's what it is. It's a journey. So I hope you guys consider subscribing. Click on that like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye. Round the wheels on the bus go round and round all through the town. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town. The babies on the bus go. No.
area, the restored capital of 18th century Virginia.
I'd run 1,000 miles if I could run with you. And from what I have heard, you do the same thing too.
Optimistic. Let's turn. And now draw back your coat and reveal your prosperity. There you go, boys. Yes, yes.
You know we could do better, so take a chance and run with me. Everywhere we go, we turn to paradise. All I know is that I need you in my life. Let me show you how it feels to roll the dice. You know you want it, just say the word. Everywhere we go, we turn to paradise. All I know is that I need you in my life. Let me show you how it feels to roll the dice. You know you want it, just say the word. Oh. Whatever we would do, we do it just for fun. You only get so many trips around the sun. I wanna say forever, we could be good together. Guess mystery loves company. Better too late than never. You know we could do better, so take a chance and run with me. Everywhere we go, we turn to paradise. All I know is that I need you in my life. Let me show you how it feels to roll the dice. You know you want it, just say the word. Everywhere we go, we turn to paradise. All I know is that I need you in my life. Let me show you how it feels to roll the dice. You know you want it, just say the word.
Feels like Alice in Wonderland.
Everywhere we go, we'll turn to paradise.
Naomi's not in here, is she?
All I know is that I need you
Oh no.
in my